Oh my God. How are you guys? Uh, I'm great. I am feeling refreshed, rejuvenated after 2 days of sleep of recovery of the 5-day Bachelorette I went on. It was so fun. It was so amazing. Every person on that trip, A plus, 10 out of 10 person. Exhausting to be away from home and out of my routine for 5 days in any respect. So I came home and slept for 2 days. I'm refreshed. And we're back at it, everybody. So, longest note I have in Toke It Out history. Not sure we're gonna get to it all today. Certain that we're not. But um, first, we're gonna start off with this little dab. Okay, so I got the Puffco pivot. Audio listeners, get on YouTube. I need you to see this little thing. This little topper I got from Mead Made Glass. Here, do one of those. Very cute little topper. His name's Ryan Mead. He's out of Eugene, Oregon. Very cool. I'm gonna link it below. Not sponsored, but I did get this because I really like it. And he made my like candle topper for my other Puffco. So yeah, I can rip this thing. It's totally fine. Very, very cool device. Very cool little glass piece. I mean, chill out. Stop hitting the mic. Very cool little device. But okay, I know we're starting with this, but whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't worry. I did see Bring Her Back. We are going to review it, so don't worry. We are going to get to that. And also, I did find dun, 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 the cotton candy Alani Nu. Yeah, you better believe it. Alani Nu. You know we got the Alani Nu. Sorry, everybody. It's so smoky. I did not realize this dad was going to forever. Cool. Okay, yeah, we have the cotton candy Alani Nu. Super excited to try it. Was prepared to drive to Canada for this because I took so long on seeing Bring Her Back. I was like, I cannot wait a moment longer. And right before I was like, okay, when I get back from Vegas, I'm gonna go to Canada. I'm just gonna drive to Windsor really quick, pick this up from the Costco they have there. Psych, they brought it to the US. So found this puppy at I don't hate me Target is because it was the closest place that had it to me. I did try Kroger, don't believe it, I did. We also have the Bang cotton candy and the Rip It candied man. So I'm gonna try the three. Cotton candy is such a weird flavor because it can be so overly sweet and shitty, but it also can be super, I don't know, if you like cotton candy, it can be very like almost light and airy. And yeah, I did rinse the top of all these cans. So, but I'm gonna absolutely break it down if I do this. What am I gonna do? What the fuck am I gonna do? Not sure. All right, we're gonna try to use the meat, the, the like the finger meat. Oh God. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Okay, finger meat. That I don't know what to try first. Do I try the Alani and then like we're just gonna open them all? So, I can smell that one. That's a strong cotton candy. And apparently, some girl at 7-Eleven told me that Bang is like politically aligned in some way or whatever. I want to tell you, I know nothing about nothing. I saw that it was cotton candy and was like, we're gonna do this like little taste test. So, whatever these companies stand for, I'm not endorsing any of this BS. I'm just fucking just here, just here to try some cotton. Okay, so let's try the Alani Nu. Okay, so the cotton candy flavor is super subtle. It's definitely like a back end. I kind of taste like the artificial sweeteners and like is to be expected in these like 0 calorie, low calorie things. Like Alani Nu is 10 calories, if anybody gives a fuck. The Bang is 0 and the Rip It is 70. I still don't think 70. I mean, this is also a hefty, large beverage. You know what I mean? Like be sipping on that for a while. One more sip. Yeah, I don't know. The Alani Nu is kind of almost giving grape. It's good, would drink, but I don't know, and I don't want it to have the teeth rotting aspect that cotton candy does, but I feel like it's kinda missing that if that, like, rock candy taste that cotton candy almost has. It leaned more grape candy than it did rock candy. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but I hope it makes sense to you. Sporked, hit me up. I'm here for you, baby. The Bang is pretty good. The Bang, to me, is kinda almost giving wedding cake. What's that about? I don't know. It's, like, kinda giving, like, birthday confetti rather than cotton candy, but it does lean more rock candy than it does grape on the spectrum of rock candy and grape that I've just created. Yeah, I don't know, it definitely has that, like, teeth-rotting taste that cotton candy has, but it's not, like it definitely tastes less artificially sweet than the Alani Nu. It's kind of hard to try without like water in between. Did not think about that. She's still bubbling. This bitch is can you hear that? ASMR. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it is still bubbling. She carbonated, so. I used to drink, okay, so Rip It, I have to tell you before I try this. I used to drink 3 Rip Its a day. I'm telling you, when I was like 21, 22, not living at home, had about $20 to my name every week to spend on shit. These were $1 at Dollar Tree, Dollar General before it was $1.25 Tree. Cheers, bitch. It is carbonated, but the carbonation almost gives it like this, like, not rock candy, but pop candy. What is that called? Pop rocks? Here we go. Found it. Got there. Pop rocks kind of like effect, but it's way more subtle. It leans subtly tasting than the bang. The bang was kind of like in your face. It was like bang. You know what I mean? I get it. I get it. Named name correctly. Okay. Okay. I don't know. It also tastes like watery. For 70 calories, this is so watery. High fructose corn syrup. All right, so this is like it's not zero sugar by any means. Then why is it so like this? I don't know. It's really watery, to be honest. I don't know if I got like a bunk can, but obviously not because she's still bubbling. So now here's the rating. We're what, 10 minutes into this fucker? 10 minutes of this fucking episode is me trying this shit. Crazy. All right, we're not even gonna get to the stuff on the fucking thing, dude. You have no idea. I have so many good topics. I had to tell you. Oh, guys, you don't understand. Okay, let's get through this. Let's get through this. My ADHD brain, I can't do this. Okay, if we're talking about authentic cotton candy taste, it does have to go bang, Rip It, Alani Nu. I know we're all very disappointed. That was gross. Alani Nu, I love you. So like, don't worry. Like, now, in terms of what I would drink on the regular, it is still gonna be the Alani Nu, the Bang, and the Rip It, purely because the Rip It is not zero sugar, and that's, like, not aligning with my lifestyle right now. The Alani Nu is just smaller. Hey, it might taste like a less like cotton candy, but it hits that part of the brain enough for me, and it's smaller. I'm not drinking fucking what is this, bro? A pint? 16 fluid ounces, a pint of energy drink? We're not doing that. We're not doing pints of energy drink at a time. And if you are, reconsider. Okay? Hey, do I drink 2 of these in a day and it's probably more than a pint? Fuck yeah, but at least split it up, bro. Cause what the fuck? Chugging this? When? People drink this kind of shit at 7 in the morning. Bang, I know you Bang drinkers are out there fucking 6, 7 a.m. Head to work. Gotta pick up my Bang. Gotta pick up my morning Bang and my afternoon Bang. How much caffeine is in this one? Tell me. You better fucking tell me right now. Tell me right now. Okay, where is it? No! One can contains I'm like shading myself. 1 can contains 300 milligrams of caffeine from all sources. 300 milligrams? I used to drink, what the fuck? I used to drink Bang sometimes. That's not good for you, my dog. Hey, 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 hey. 2 of these 400 milligrams, not saying it's better. I'm not saying that this is better. It feels like a lot. I don't know. Why do I feel better about this? How many fluid ounces is this? 12? It's 4 less? It's not even that much less. This is psychological warfare. This is advertising. Bro, I went to school for this. They're getting me. This is why I wanted to go into it because I was like, I know you're gonna get me, but I gotta know why. Okay. Do I like the colors of the Bang energy better? Yeah, just because it's traditional, like, cotton candy blue and pink. This I do like. Oh, we have a balloon animal. We have a balloon dog on this. Immediate winner. Sorry. Sucks. Immediate winner. Balloon dog. All right, we've talked about this for far too long, but I have to tell y'all, like, you guys don't care about this in-depth review. But it is psychological warfare. I am one more time, hon. Going back to it. I don't know. I don't know. It's not as good. I want it to be as good. Ew, I don't want this fucking pint energy drink to be good. It's fucking weirdly politically aligned energy drink. I don't know. It is better though. Sorry, it is better. So apparently there's another energy drink, Rain, that is like this, but it's just as big as this shit. No, I'm putting you down here. You're not. I'm still gonna try to drink the Alani Nu one on this episode. We're gonna try it. I'm gonna cut half of this out. Y'all don't give a fuck. That's fine. I totally understand. But I have to tell you this story, okay? So moving on from this, I'm coming back from Vegas, right? This time I'm going on a red eye. So I'm at the airport and I'm all my friends decide to stay one day longer. And I'm like, I have to cut it short, you guys. Like I gotta go home. I got things to do. Um, so I'm at the airport alone. Oh, down a diva over here nail wise. But I have these like long nails, right? I drop my ID on the floor. I'm trying to pick this motherfucker up off the floor and I can't get it. I'm like trying to like wedge it against my shoe and shit. Some guy and his wife or whatever walk up to me. This guy's like, "Oh, I've been watching you struggle for like 100 feet now. Lick your hand and pick it up." What? Lick your hand and pick it up? What are you saying? I look at him and I go, I'm not licking my hand at the fucking airport, my dude. Are you kidding? You've watched me struggle this whole time. Can you pick this up for me? What the fuck? I was like licking my hand at the airport. Who are you? If you're licking your hand at the airport, reconsider. Don't do that. What the fuck? We're not licking our hands in public at the airport. I know my husband hears me downstairs yelling. We're not doing that. That took me out, dude. I was like, I can't believe you suggested that right now in front of a woman. You fucking see me struggling, a woman alone. You're with a woman and you don't fucking be like, hey, can I help you? What the fuck? Sorry, I get it. It's the airport. It's like a sus place already, and everybody is sus. But I'm like, it's my license is face up. I'm like, "Look, bro, that's me. Just pick it up for me. Are you serious?" So that was insane to me. So when I say stuff, when I make generalizations, that's who the fuck I'm talking about. It's you, brother. It's you at the Harry Reid Airport at fucking 10:30 p.m. That's you telling me to lick my hand after coming from Vegas. Even if I had never touched anything in the airport, automatic everything. I'm coming from Vegas in any aspect. I'm not licking hands. Look, and I'm not even like a weirdo, like germ person. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. So that may have just taken me 6 minutes to tell. I want to let you know that it was worth it. To me, it was worth it. Speaking of the airport, I am a and I saw this online, so tell me that this is not a super original thought, but I did align with that thought very much so that it has become mine. It's become my own in my own way. Um, I am a fan of a liminal space. I am a fan of a space where time kind of isn't real and like everybody's not real. I mean, and that feels very conspiracy. It feels very like we are the blue aliens. Like I'm not culty like that. Like we're not getting there. But let me define liminal space for you guys. Back to like actual Toke It Out topics for real. A liminal space is a transitional area, place, or state that exists between two different realities or stages. So, like the airport, it's somebody's 8 a.m., it's somebody's 8 p.m., it's somebody's 2 a.m., it's somebody's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, like, and everybody is kind of in their own stage of like a transition, of waiting, of whatever. And there is a collective vulnerability in that, I think, and also a collective, like, apathy for each other. Maybe that's why that guy didn't pick my fucking license up for me, but it's kind of like a I don't know, it's a kind of instinctual and subconscious understanding when there's a large group of people in a liminal space and let what's another example of a liminal space? I'm like, not examples of liminal spaces, graduations, weddings, funerals. It does kind of feel like time doesn't exist in those areas. Like they do. You are on a time schedule. There are things like that, but to some degree, it does feel like this is its own it's very much its own thing. It's very much its own space to be in, and there's nothing like you don't go to another thing that's like a funeral. You don't go to another thing that's a wedding, that's a graduation. Like it's all, oh my God, take a sip. You have 4 drinks in front of you. sloshing the spit around your mouth. You're disgusting. Online content. The back rooms from creepypasta and the other internet memes that explore liminal spaces. Even liminal spaces back in the day when you were in, like, chat rooms, and I'm talking, like, 2006, 2007, like, chat rooms, like, I was in 8th grade, should not have been in these chat rooms type shit, but they were always these places of, like, there were predators, and I knew that, but there were also just random people looking to talk, and at 13 in 8th grade, I was like, who cares, you know? But now I'd be like, that's kind of a scary liminal space. Experiencing a significant life change, moving to a new city, or starting a new job. Starting a new job absolutely feels like a liminal space. Like you are just in, like nothing is kind of real. Like you are just in this because you could leave, never see these people again, or you could develop this relationship with them. It's weird. What's another one that I really like? Starting a new job, moving to a new city, experiencing a significant life change. Um, Empty hallways, deserted streets, abandoned buildings, or airport terminals. I remember driving through some neighborhood in Detroit that was like super empty, but it was like 2, 3 in the morning, whatever. I think I was like picking up somebody who was like out there. Uh, it felt like such a liminal space because nothing felt real out there because it was so abandoned. There wasn't a street light, there wasn't a whatever. Like this was back in gotta be 2015, 10 years ago. Oh my god. It had to be. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It was another example of a very liminal experience that there was I don't know, maybe I've seen too many horror movies and it's kind of comforting. Here, psychological effects. Hold on. Is the caffeine drying me out more? I'm not sure. Psychological effects. Liminal spaces can be unsettling because they challenge our expectations of reality. They can also trigger feelings of unease, isolation, and a sense of being lost or disoriented. However, they can also be a source of inspiration and creativity. There I am, as they allow us to explore new ideas and possibilities. I think that's also why I like mornings rather than nights. I'm definitely a morning person. I think because nothing has happened yet in that day, and there's so much opportunity to be had. Like, it could be a shitty day, or it could be the best day ever. But if you're at the end of the day, it's kind of like, well, the day's over. There's nothing else to do. I can do whatever I want, but then it's sleep and it's the next day. But if you're in this new day, it's like, okay. When I would live with like a group of girls or whatever, I remember trying to wake up in the morning and like be the person to make coffee because I just wanted time alone in like a space that I didn't have any expectations of somebody. I didn't have to get ready yet. I didn't have to do anything, but I also felt completely rested and nothing bad had happened yet. What is that about? Trauma? That's trauma. That's trauma somewhere. But so that's why I really like mornings. Like I was the opportunity. What's another example of a liminal space? Waffle House. Waffle House, by definition, is a liminal space because there's nothing real there. Like if I walk into a Waffle House, immediately I'm not real because it could be my 2 PM, 8 PM, 9 PM, 3 AM. And if you've never been to a Waffle House, I I pity you because there's no way that you could experience the absolute American experience that is sitting in a Waffle House at potentially 2, 3 AM trying to get a chocolate chip waffle with like a drunk person, a single mom, somebody's doing crack in the bathroom. Waffle House is crazy. And Waffle House is never empty. There's always one person sitting at the bar. If you've gone into a Waffle House and it was empty, that's not a liminal space, that's a time warp. Because there's always somebody sitting in a Waffle House. And they may leave and you may be the only person there, but you've taken that place. You've then, checked in, you've clocked into that liminal space. Okay? Anyways, I'll stop going on about this, but get you to a Waffle House, okay? That shit is tight. I love a Waffle House. Shit is so good. Okay. Where are we at with this? I have talked about absolutely nothing for 26 minutes. Great. Great. Last episode didn't really talk about shit. Not talking about shit on this one. Hope you're entertained. Are you not entertained? Tained. Gonna do it like that with the not sure what that was. Okay. One more Vegas story. So, we're staying at the Paris and I'm like on the street and I'm smoking and it's, you know, what? It's no, it's gotta be like 3 a.m. actually because uh the club had just gotten out, like I think Dre's or whatever, and people were walking, and I saw these poor women in heels, just feet red and beating like a heart. Like I could see it from a distance. It hurt me. But we're sitting, and a bunch of our friends going to a CVS, and me and my other friend were sitting smoking. And there's these three guys, and they're drunk and whatever, and they're holding their sandwiches or their pitas or whatever. And then the third guy just like drops his sandwich and keeps walking. And he gets like a few feet past the sandwich and he's like, oh shit. Like he's like realizing and his buddies are like, it's okay, man. You're gonna be okay. And he's like devastated. And there's just this Sammy on the ground. We're cracking up. And like, I'm like, poor guy. Like I do feel bad for him because like drunk me would also be like, because that sandwich in Vegas was like $16 minimum. Minimum. We're like 25, especially at that time of night. Check up that price. But I'm like, oh, poor guy. And we're like, giggling about him, like, oh, poor guy lost his sandwich. Not 120 seconds later does some inebriated man come walking up, looks at the sandwich, grabs it, dusts it off, and starts taking a bite. And I lose it. I'm just like, no way that this guy and my friend's like, he's got the freshest ground score ever. Like, and she was right. He does have the freshest ground score. Like, that was a good day for him. One man's trash is another man's treasure. And I watched it in real time. But if you've never been to Vegas, that pretty much sums it up. Yeah, what happens. Uh, Hilarious though, extreme. And I will put the pictures up here as I talk about it so that you can see. I mean, I'll put it with the timestamp. It was 2 minutes later. I think these pictures are taken 5 minutes apart. They're not supposed to be. They are 2 minutes later, and I couldn't help it, so I had to take a picture again. Crazy. Okay. So, we're talking about licking the fingers at the airport, the drunk man losing the Sammy, uh, being fond of liminal spaces. What else are we talking about today? Okay, so I guess before we only have a few more minutes, so I guess we'll talk about Bring Her Back and then we'll get into some really fun topics next week. Don't worry. But Bring Her Back, if you have not seen it yet, if you don't care about this, see you next week. Bye. If you care about this though, Bring Her Back was wild. It was the same people that did Talk to Me. If you didn't see that movie about like the hand that possesses people and you can see the dead for like a minute, and then it kind of goes wrong. Incredible movie. It was like my choice of movie the year it came out, like the movie of the year for me. Um, I don't think that Bring Her Back will be my choice for the year. It's just, I mean, how do you top Sinners? How do you top Sinners? But like it's a completely different story. Just moving on. It's a completely different story. Uh, okay. Elevator pitch to it is, the father passes away, and these two children are put into a foster home. The older brother is 17, about to be 18 in 3 months. So this is just going to be a short term foster stay until he can apply for guardianship. And the younger sister is blind. Okay. So they go to this foster parent. The foster parent is already has a child there that is mute and shaved head and kind of, off. Child actor. These actors, amazing. Get these guys Academy Awards today. That shit was so good. Amazing acting. She's got a weird kid, and the brother basically starts noticing that the foster mom is like a weirdo in a lot of ways, and blah blah blah. Um, Turns out she's in this cult thing that like resurrects people from the dead, and she has a daughter who has passed away from an accident, and she wants to take her daughter's soul via this ritual that they do and put it inside the blind foster girl that comes to live with her. And the brother's like clocking all this, and the sister doesn't. Sister's fallen for it all, so it's really sad, and it explores a lot of like themes of grief and stuff like that. And grief is such a oh my god, there's a fly in here. Grief is such a tough topic because there is no Like, if you guys want spoilers to it, I'm gonna give you like 10 to 15 seconds to get off because I'm gonna give you a little spoiler for the movie. Okay, you guys are gone? Okay, skipping it? All right. So they never actually bring her back at the end. The ritual like doesn't work. She doesn't go through with it, whatever. Because at the end of it, there is no resolution to grief. You know what I mean? Like there's not a you don't stop grieving a person a certain amount of time. Like time kind of heals all wounds, but time just helps you grow around the grief. But that grief doesn't go away and you never stop hurting that that person is gone. You know, you just kind of, go around it. And I think the problem was that the mom, she was so fixed, like she couldn't grow around it. She couldn't grow past the grief. Or the grief consumed her and it consumed her thoughts of getting her daughter back. And it's really sad. Like it's a really sad ending. It's not a happy ending. Just like A24, you think like your favorite character will die 100%. And then there is also like some happy endings that like again, another spoiler, 1, 2, 3, the little boy he ends up coming back and like being found and being possessed basically and whatever. But also, oh, go away, bug. But I guess the lesson with him is like your grief can affect others to the point of permanently affecting them. You know what I mean? And people who were innocent to that grief and whatever, you can really impact people with your hurt if you don't learn to grow around it, you know? And maybe I'm thinking a little too deeply with it and stuff. Maybe I'm thinking, a little too literally with grief and whatever. Anyways, it was a really good movie. I would give it acting alone, 9 out of 10. Whole movie and story as a whole, probably 8 out of 10. It wasn't the most original of movies. Like you could compare it to a lot of other horror movies, Pet Sematary, Frankenstein. I mean, you could compare it to a lot, but it is if you are grieving, it is a interesting take on it, on grief itself. How long have I been talking for? 35 minutes? Yep. I think that's pretty good. I think I'll give you guys like a 30-minute episode this week. Next week, follow me as I get ordained because I am marrying my two best friends. So that's really cool. But anyways, tell your weird uncle about me. Maybe I'll invite him to the wedding. Maybe I can marry your weird uncle. Let's go. I'm gonna marry your weird uncle. Let's go. So tell him about me so we can get together and I can star in that wedding. Whatever. Okay, that didn't make any sense. I will see you guys next week. Bye.